Welcome to a new Daily Top Askreddit video. Today's topic.
What is a fairly common sexual practice that you consider disgusting and why? Okay, so this thread is 95% ass related. You can stop scrolling if you're reading this. Edit. I expected this comment to appear at least a little farther down in the thread. But you get it, ha ha ha. Thank you for your service. Now stick this toy train in my ass. Of all things, when she says my name, tears of joy because I know my FK and name, and when I hear it, I instinctively assume someone wants something from me. But I'm already giving her all I got. I'm already giving her all I got. Has me dying tears of joy. Oh, yes. Fuck me. You, Economy BRAIN 9971. Captain. I'm given, all she's got. She can't take much more. Quote. There are no limitations to my degeneracy. My G. Daddy. I don't want to think about my dad during sex, EW. LMAO when I had just turned 18. I hooked up some older guy. Who, without prior discussion, said, "Who's your daddy now, huh?" Quote. At the time I wasn't familiar with much of the kink world and I was very confused. I said, "My father's name is," never seen a man lose a boner so quickly before or since. I had a younger girl call me daddy, so I said, "Yes mommy," back. She very swiftly understood why I found it weird. Using the word, daddy, in a sexual setting would dry up my vagina so fast. It would suck all the moisture out of the air. Can you hang out in my basement for a bit? We just found a pipe leak and that mold needs to die. No idea how common it is, but simultaneously eating food and having sex kinda grosses me out. I can understand a square of chocolate or a nibble of something tasty. But that's where I draw the line. No. When you ride doggy, she functions perfectly as a table for your $20 fill-up box from KFC. Trademark. Fill yourself up and fill her up too. So a good rye and pastrami sandwich in the side drawer is a no-go. I find pastrami to be the most erotic out of all the cured meats. Anal without preparing beforehand. I mean, it can be fun, but when a guy wants it suddenly or without a shower and prep and lube. Absolutely not. I have a perfectly good vagina. But I think that's come from porn, the idea you can just roll over and be there ready and waiting. Depends on the person. My partner and I frequently do impromptu butt stuff and I've never seen a speck of feces. She does time things somewhat with respect to when her last BM was, but otherwise not much thought given to prep. Definitely not the norm though, and I'm consistently surprised when we finish clean. Perfectly Good Vagina would be a fantastic band name. I don't know if it's common in real life, but in porn after an anal scene the person will suck the cock that was just up their ass. That's just nasty. How is this the top answer when it doesn't really meet the fairly common aspect at all? Haha. Y'all ain't a teaming every time you bang. You never go ass to mouth. Sometimes in the heat of the moment it's forgivable to go ass to mouth. Goodbye horses. Spitting in someone's mouth. I gag anytime I see it. This is the one for me. I'm not a fan and I think it's because it's degrading, not because of the spit. That's totally fair, but I think the degrading is the appeal. Some of us are into degradation. Calling me daddy, but not letting me call you son. Are we role-playing or not? I prefer daddy and the boy. BOY. Sucking toes face with peeking eye. It's super common and I don't mean to kink shame, but it's just not for me. In the heat of the moment my wife once started sucking my toes. I almost kicked her teeth out of her skull. I didn't enjoy it. Many extreme nerves are in the foot. Having my feet licked, sucked is almost the same exact feeling as it happening to my clit. But I get why it's not appealing to many people as we use our feet 24/7. My favorite is when a guy likes to eat ass but is grossed out by feet. The amount of times I've heard this is shocking to me, haha. Totally different reasons to be grossed out. But I would guess it's actually just about contextually different exposure. Anyone and their mother has seen a million examples of gross feet. But a lot of people have only seen a couple buttholes before. I'd imagine if you happen to see a nice one it would sway your view, lol. Holding hands. What is wrong, you degenerate bastards? I bet you do it in public too sometimes. Abominations, the lot of you. I've read somewhere that there's a phenomenon that makes you harder to discuss the hornier you get. It may partly explain some practices. I googled it and it's what I got. Sexual encounters imply exposure to stimuli that in other contexts typically elicit disgust-induced avoidance. To explain why people nevertheless tend to show sexual approach, it has been proposed that heightened sexual arousal may temporarily inhibit disgust. Quote, less than or href equals, https://pubmed.ncb, nlm.nih.gov/3147875/# tilde. Text equals sexual percent 20 encounters percent 20 imply percent 20 exposure percent 22, arousal percent 20 may percent 20 temporarily percent 20 inhibit percent 20 disgust. Greater than source. Post-nut clarity. When you have finished a good nut and your only thought is, What the fuck did I just watch? God, I'm going to explicitly ask you to not forgive me for that. Quote. Girls spitting in my mouth. Not that I find it disgusting. I tried few times, but I want to throw up every time. Edit. To answer many comments. It's not because I had gagging reflex that I find it disgusting. I find it sexy, but the reflex is stronger, haha. I love the never quit mentality. Try it a fourth time and you just might like it.